Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. In this video series, I will be solving tough engineering mechanics problems. If you want to watch more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and press that bell button so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. Today's problem is a ball of weight W rests upon a smooth horizontal plane and has attached to its center two strings AB and AC which pass over frictionless pulleys at B and C and carry loads P and Q respectively as shown in figure. If the string AB is horizontal, find the angle alpha that the string AC makes with the horizontal when the ball is in a position of equilibrium. Also find the pressure R between the ball and the plane. In this problem, given is a ball of weight W is resting on a smooth horizontal plane, and this side a cable AB is attached and it is passing over a frictionless pulley and weight P is attached here as shown in figure. Similarly, this side also a cable AC is attached and also will pass over this pulley and a weight Q is attached as shown in figure. So in this problem, we need to find when this cable AB is horizontal and ball is in equilibrium, we need to find angle between horizontal and this cable. We need to also find the reaction between this ball and horizontal plane. Let us see in the coming slides how to solve this problem. First, let us see forces and reactions. So this ball of weight W is acting downwards and reaction between this horizontal plane and ball will be acting upwards as shown here. So this side of the cable will experience a tension, let us call that S2, and this we already have a P, and this side of the string will experience a load P, and this side of the cable will experience a tension S1, let us call that, and this side of the cable will experience a load Q, and angle between horizontal and this cable is alpha. Let us see free body diagram at B. At B we have S2 is acting towards this direction horizontally and P is acting downwards. Since the pulley is frictionless, so S2 will be equal to P. Similarly, let us see free body diagram of pulley C. So the weight Q is acting downwards and this side string experiences a tension S1. Since this pulley is also a frictionless, so S1 equal to Q. Now let us draw free body diagram at A. So at A we have weight W acting downwards, RA reaction between ball and horizontal plane acting upwards like shown here, and this side S1 and this side S2. Let us transfer all these forces and reactions to XY plane. So on this XY plane we have weight W acting downwards, RA acting vertically upwards, and P is acting towards this direction horizontally and Q is acting towards this direction. Angle between horizontal and Q is alpha. Now let us resolve forces along x and y directions. First along x direction sigma fx equal to 0. So along x direction we have P acting towards this direction horizontally, that is equal to horizontal component of Q, that is Q cos alpha, that is written here. From this cos alpha can be written as cos alpha equal to P by Q. Let us call that equation 1. So RA and W won't have any horizontal components because they are vertical. And similarly sigma Fy equal to 0. So along y direction we have RA acting upwards and RA minus W is acting downwards. So RA minus W plus the vertical component of Q is Q sine alpha, that is acting upwards. So RA minus W plus Q sine alpha equal to 0. So from this RA can be written as RA equal to W minus Q sine alpha. Let us call that equation 2. We know that sine square alpha plus cos square alpha equal to 1. From this we can write sine alpha equal to square root of 1 minus cos square alpha. Let us substitute this in equation 2. We get RA equal to W minus Q sine alpha can be written as RA equal to W minus Q into square root of 1 minus cos square alpha. So we already know that from equation 1 cos alpha equal to P by Q. Let us substitute that in this we get, so RA equal to W minus Q into square root of 1 minus P square by Q square. So after simplification we get RA equal to W minus square root of Q square minus P square. Now let us see how to solve this problem using Lami's theorem. So here we have RA acting upwards, W acting downwards, S1 towards this direction, S2 towards this direction. Let us transfer all these forces and reactions to XY plane. So on this XY plane we can write vertically downwards W minus RA. So this side we have P acting horizontally, and this side we have Q, and angle between horizontal and Q is alpha. So now angle between Q and W minus RA will be 90 plus alpha. Angle between Q and angle between P and W minus RA is 90 degrees, and angle between P and Q is 180 minus alpha. Now let us write Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem is Q by sine 90 equal to P by sine 90 plus alpha equal to W minus RA by sine 180 minus alpha. That is written here. So from this, from first and second terms, we can write Q equal to P sine 90 by sine 90 plus alpha. So sine 90 equal to 1, and sine 90 plus alpha can be written as cos alpha. So here we have Q equal to P by cos alpha. So from this, cos alpha can be written as cos alpha equal to P by Q. Alpha can be found as alpha equal to cos inverse P by Q. So this equation, let us call that equation 1. Now from first and last terms of Lami's theorem we have seen in the previous slide, Q by sine 90 can be written as Q by sine 90 equal to W minus RA by sine 180 minus alpha. So from this we can write Q equal to W minus RA by sine alpha. So sine 180 minus alpha can be written as sine alpha. Sine 90 multiplied here, sine 90 equal to 1. So this will become Q equal to W minus RA by sine alpha. So from this we get W minus RA equal to Q sine alpha, RA equal to W minus Q sine alpha. Let us call that equation 2. Now after this, follow the same procedure we have discussed earlier, like sine square alpha plus cos square alpha equal to 1. So from this, sine alpha can be written as square root of 1 minus cos square alpha. Let us substitute that in equation 2. We get RA equal to W minus Q into square root of 1 minus cos square alpha. So from equation 1 we know that cos alpha equal to P by Q. After substituting P by Q, cos alpha value in this equation 2, we get RA equal to W minus Q into square root of 1 minus P square by Q square. After simplification we get RA equal to W minus square root of Q square minus P square. That's all for today's video. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.